Alright, bro. I'm not even gonna make this a fully edited thing or put too much effort into this video. I just needed to address this. But Selen has been terminated from Nijisanji. Might be a good thing to you, might be a bad thing, but regardless, in this industry, even the most ridiculous rumors are possibly true. And special shout out to the Wary Selen hashtag on Twitter. Dragoons knew their assignment, brother. I have a feeling that the revolt played a part in the crafting and posting of this statement, and please don't send any harassment or death threats to any of the livers. But let's get this shit over with.
Yeah, remember in the end of the day, a lot of this, whenever you look at Nijisanji and Hololive, a lot of these things are Japanese corporations. So there might, even if there are things going and being talked about, overall, you need to remember this is the business. This is not often drama. There might be drama related to it, but often this thing is just business.
It is with regret that we've had to terminate yada 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 corporate speak about how they're sorry things had to end this way. But Selen Tatsuki, due to multiple breaches of contract and misleading statements on social platforms, is terminated. We have provided a detailed explanation of the circumstances and reasons that have unfortunately led us to this conclusion. Have to say though, from the get-go, this is already better worded than the Zion statement so far. Keyword there is being so far. Now, this is basically just a massive wall of text as to how they have rules, and the rules are designed to protect the company and talents, but here, violations of Selen Tatsuki and activity rules. Despite our efforts to uphold these rules, Selen has repeatedly violated activity rules since joining Niji-en in July of 2021.
Okay.
Meaning that she's been doing it for a while now. Her actions encompasses a wide range of issues such as non-compliance with rights confirmation and authority flows. This is probably referring to apparently her unable to obtain the rights for the last cup of coffee, which could potentially lead to infringement of third-party rights. The violations also include unauthorized usage of works and assets belonging to others affiliated with any color, disregarding the intentions of these parties, as well as a lack of communication with creators, resulting in delay of Selen's commission payments to creators. What I gather here is that Selen, according to any color, has a bad sense of red tape awareness. For the sake of her projects, she jumps the gun. And there has been cases like these in the past within Nijisanji. I think it was Zion, where she thought she would have the rights to promote a fellow liver's song and play it on stream, but then she got bonked because she didn't have the approval to play it. I forgot if it was Zion, but it was someone in Nijisanji. As a company, we recognize that these violations of activity rules could damage the trust placed in Niji-en. We are also aware that such violations jeopardize the ongoing activities of other livers affiliated with any color. Furthermore, we had consistently issued warnings to Selen each time there was a violation of the activity rules. However, she had repeatedly disregarded these warnings, often failing to reciprocate communication with her managers. Additionally, Selen Tatsuki has repeatedly posted false or misleading information on social media, insinuating that the violations of the activity rules were due to mismanagement by any color. In May 2023, we sent a notice to Selen Tatsuki, stating that any further violations of the activity rules of engaging in false or misleading statements could damage their company's reputation and would...
It's very hard to know who's right in this part. Because it could just be management fucking up and she's looked upon as the fool. And then she talks about it because she's being like laughed at for being the fool, right? And then she's saying, wait, this management told me this. Management did this and that. So I don't know. I feel like if your management and your talent does something, I mean, isn't that your job to manage what they're doing? In the end of the day. So I don't know. I feel like it could either be the talent's fault or the management fault. You don't really know.
Result in the termination of the contract. However, she has continued to violate activity rules. All the aforementioned circumstances on December 26, 2023, Selen posted a music video on the Selen Tatsuki channel without prior approval as required by the rules. The materials of the music video were shared for the first time with our management on December 24th, since some elements on the music lacked proper authorization.
What?
On December 25th, we communicated to Selen that permission needed to be obtained from the relevant parties, requesting her to wait before releasing it. Despite this, Selen disregarded the notice and proceeded with unauthorized posting. Our immediate response was to make the music video private until all authorizations were confirmed from our end. At the same time, the reasoning was clearly explained to Selen Tatsuki. However, Selen took to social media, specifically Twitter, I'm not calling it X, making misleading statements that omitted essential context. Notably, mismanagement has privated the song. Furthermore, Selen Tatsuki's post includes a statement encouraging third parties to re-upload the music, which breaches any color's guidelines for secondary creation. These
And also remember this, Nijisanji, they are not known for having good management. They are known for years to have terrible management. So in the end of the day, I kind of seem, to me, I bet this was miscommunication and fault of the management and not her.
actions led to various misunderstandings that damaged the reputation of both Anycolor and Niji-en. I'm gonna stop right here for a while, Chief. That last statement is an absolute hogwash. This did not lead to a damaged reputation with Anycolor and Niji-en. Your reputation was already in the fucking shitter to begin with, bro. This just made it worse. Yeah, sure. But from that aside, yes, I do agree that Selen did
Hard to
jump
trust
the
them
gun,
very
it seems
hard.
like, and it may have intentionally thrown shade at Nijisanji, but that's for reasons we'll get into later. In an effort to calm the situation, we sought to either publicly disclose the reasons or have Selen disclose them herself, while being mindful of Selen's physical and mental health. Management did their best to communicate with not only Selen Tatsuki herself, but also her emergency contact. However, despite frequent communication with Selen's contact, while remaining considerate of the situation. Wow, they really want to emphasize that they were wary. I wonder why. We were unable to come to an agreement on how to proceed. The decision was made to temporarily remove her access to her accounts. So the rats that Selen was forced out of her accounts were true. After attempting to address the aforementioned situation and communication with the legal counsel representing Selen, we conveyed the necessity for Selen to inform the public behind the reasons to make the music video private. Additionally, we expressed to Selen our expectations of future compliance. Brother, why didn't you do it? Why did you need Selen to do it? Yeah, sure, Selen doing it would have calmed the fires, but even if you did, it would have still calmed some fires. You gambled on the fact that to save face, you need her to be puppeted. You need her to be doing the things that you want her to save your asses instead of doing it yourselves. There's this meme in 4chan and in Twitter where basically Selen was just blankly reading out an announcement about why a certain stuff did not happen because she overlooked some issues, and that was obviously fucking Niji-en on Selen's ass, forcing her probably to speak it, and Selen obviously did not want to speak it. This is basically them doing it, trying to do it again, but failing.
I feel like this is really bad because if you're in a position like this where you're being made of a laughingstock and then you're told to do one thing and then after you do it, the company says, wait, we were not meant to do this. And then they put the fault on you, even though they were told to do this. I feel like after a long duration of time, this is so bad management because it's a public situation. A lot of this is public. Some things are in the private. I think this in the end of the day will be so strongly affecting your mental state that it can cause a massive issue. Because if you worked within a company that do a lot of tell you to do and don't do, you can often there's so many it is so mentally draining and exhausting, and it could be a breaking point for many. So it seems very shitty overall, and with the known knowledge of how bad the management of Nijisanji is, it's kind of dumb.
Anyway, despite our efforts, Selen Tatsuki demanded that Anycolor should be held legally responsible. Now this is a bold move from Selen. I wonder why. She claimed that she was no longer able to engage in her activities as a liver due to decisions made by Anycolor. I was being harassed by other livers due to mismanagement, while refusing to acknowledge responsibility for violating activity rules. Moreover, Selen insisted that if the negotiations did not progress, she would release a statement regarding claims to the public. Bro, this is a very concerning statement over here. Harassed by other livers? Fuck me, man. Anycolor believes that the claim raised by Selen are in fact referring to the situations that arose when she was warned about for her breaches of rules and attempt to shift the responsibility of these violations, damaging Anycolor's and Niji-en's image. This led to the deterioration of the relationship between her. This led to the deterioration of the relationship between her and Anycolor and other livers affiliated with Anycolor. Anycolor firmly believes that we and other livers under our affiliation have not engaged in unjust practices towards Selen. Basically, Anycolor says that whatever happened to Selen, the talents and management was not responsible. Considering the irreparable damage to our company's reputation and threat to ongoing activities to other livers, we regrettably concluded that the termination of our affiliated contract with Selen was unavoidable. Since becoming a part of Niji-en in July 2021, Selen has undeniably played a significant role. We fully understand that our decision to terminate the contract will have a significant impact on our fans and supporters of Nijisan. Basically, they know that a lot of people are gonna boycott them. However, ensuring responsible content creation through adherence to activity rules is fundamental to our mission. It is with deep regret that we must part ways as we could not reach an agreement on our points of view. However, we would like to ask for the understanding of the circumstances that led to this decision. As of today, February 5th of 2024, Selen's activities will cease and everything will be privated. Obsidia will continue their activities with Rosemi and Petra. Thank you, any caller. I don't like the implications that these posts
Yeah,
show.
I don't like it either.
I don't also
It's like they're pushing a narrative that is clearly their fault.
The fact that these posts paint themselves as blameless. They literally imply that they did no harm here. And management says, no, you're not. They literally deny that it happened, bro. Knowing Nijisanji, that's 100% not a complete truth.
Exactly.
Holy shit. And you know what that thing that Selen did that triggered this certain action from Nijisanji, that got them to be careful, that got them wary, that got them concerned? Well, Selen tried to kill herself, or at least harm herself, for bullying. Again, apparently from other livers and from management itself, and being in a poor and toxic environment for numerous months that led to her breaking point. That's what she said. She was getting bullied. She was saying that she was getting bullied. She tried to do something to herself because she was being bullied. And management says, no, you're not. They literally deny that it happened, bro. Now, I would like you to rewind it. Rewind this video, read the statement again, but with the added context that Selen was hospitalized because she attempted to harm herself because of the agency.
And that is what I'm telling you. Like this, whenever this goes on for a long time, this is a mental breaking point for many. This can be drain your mental state in so many ways because you are it's a job, right? And if your management is literally telling to do one thing and then putting blame on you for doing it, and it goes on for a long time, what the hell? You're gonna have a breaking point after that.
Now, a lot of the details we don't know. I don't know if Doki Bird, aka Selen's PL, is going to address it, but probably not because I think she'd want to forget about everything and move on to the future. She says that she's gonna come back to her PL and will celebrate her Chinese New Year.
I hope she comes back on her original account, Doki. I hope she comes back and sees immense support because that is what she needs. She needs to see, she needs to get rid of the factor of being tied to Nijisanji and just come out and see immense support by a lot of fans that like her, so she can kind of ignore and try to forget about what Nijisanji's been doing and manipulating her away.
It's an important cultural part of her life. It should be the start of happiness and the new beginnings.
Exactly, fresh new start.
And if you want my stances on things, chat, I am fully on Selen's side here. I can understand that Selen may have actually done some things that Nijisan stated here. I can understand that Nijisan has a good reason that they've rationalized to terminate her. And it's probably the best kind of reason because Selen refused to cooperate anymore due to toxic and workplace and the bullying, and Nijisan can't work with her anymore due to her apparently being difficult to work with. This is kind of understandable in terms of business, but I've seen too much how Nijisanji operates and how they treat other talents like shit. I've made countless videos, heard so much things, and overall there is no reason for me to support Nijisan's management in this instance, even if I do take this fucking PR statement at face value. It's funny, because for 2024, I was rooting for Nijisan's redemption arc. Guess 2024 for them is starting the same way 2023 started.
Yeah, shithole.
I don't care about your fucking silly PL, privacy mumbo jumbo, bah humbug. This is Selen's PL.
True.
Please follow her, and please don't send any harassment or death threats to any of the livers. Although it's implied, well, not really implied anymore, it's kind of stated. It's just better not to pull a Tom Howard and just blindly throw shade at people, fucking send death threats.
Yeah, I agree. Always.
All that kind of
it's
stuff.
so nasty to do that.
I'm looking forward to the things Doki Bird will create, but I'm not sure how Nijisan will hold up going forward now.
I think it will fall eventually. I think Nijisanji English will fall with time. I think their managements are so... it's just awful, man. They can't do anything at all. They struggle with these most basic things. They're causing too many issues. Overall, I think more and more people will just leave or join VC Sojo or be indie. Because it's just better for them in the end of the day.
I don't know if this is going to be a final yab for them, honestly. But hopefully...
It's all over the place, yeah.
for
Their management is completely incompetent. They are incompetent. They can barely manage the Japanese like side. How are they gonna manage the English one? They can't. They are terrible.
her content going forward. And for Selen and for Nijisanji, I don't know, man. I don't know what to make of this for them. Yeah, that's really about it.
That sucks. I wish her all the best, honestly, in the future. I will be there whenever she watches does her first stream, and I can't wait. I can't wait. Hi, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like the video and subscribe. I'll post videos nearly every day, so if you want to watch any more reactions, feel free to subscribe and I'll see you there.